Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Rayhan Putra and I am a student majoring in psychology at Jakarta State University. So on this occasion, I will invite my friends to discuss and perhaps listen to each other experience stories related to developmental psychology. And here are my friends. There is Aliya, Salika, Putra, Revina, and last but not least, Chika. Hi guys, how are you today?
Hi Rayhan, we're fine, but I think I'm a little nervous about getting into a content.
Yes, you are right, Al.
I just want to ask a few questions about your understanding of developmental psychology. So, do you know what developmental psychology is? Anyone want to try to answer?
Well, I wanna try to answer, but sorry if I'm wrong. As far as I know, developmental psychology is the study of change in behavior, cognitions, and emotions that occur in individuals throughout their lifespan.
You are absolutely right because developmental psychology is a branch of psychology that studies the processes underlying the change that occur in humans throughout their lifespan. And do any of you know the theories related to development?
I just remembered I've heard a bit about developmental psychology, specifically the benefits of developmental psychology.
Oh, seriously? I guess there's no benefit from learning about the developmental of human behavior.
Yes, I heard that developmental knowledge can help us recognize when normal developmental actually begins.
Chika is right. I've also read psychologist named Elizabeth B. Harlock mentioned several uses for studying developmental psychology. Among them are enabling parents and teachers to provide appropriate tutoring to children and preparing children for the changes that will occur.
Oh my god, I didn't expect you guys to be so smart. Guys, lastly, I want to hear from you about what situations you have faced in your developmental years. For example, grieving, adapting, puberty.
I felt something like that. At the time, I was studying to prepare for the university entrance exam. I studied diligently and played less, but when the day of the announcement came, I felt disappointed. I was declared a failure. At the time, I was in despair, feeling that my failure was very fatal. Until one day, I realized that sadness doesn't last long. It's just that we try to remember it too often. I also realized that failure is not the end of everything. It is only the beginning of real success. That's why I got up and tried again, while strengthening myself until finally I was accepted at this university.
Whoa, Put. It turns out it's really cool that your journal can be this great. Yeah, you are really cool, Put. You can handle it well. By the way, after hearing your story, I remembered that I had experienced something about developmental psychology. When I first entered college, I felt scared and worried that I wouldn't be able to adapt and wouldn't have friends. But it turned out that I was able to try to adapt well and had lots of good friends. And I also feel that when I was in high school, I wasted a lot of my time. So when I go to college now, I try to manage my time well. Wait. As I remember at the beginning, Aliya said that one of the benefits of studying developmental psychology is that teachers can find out how children learn. I just found out about that, which means it's actually very important for teachers to study developmental psychology to support children's learning, right?
Yes, because teachers can determine the best learning method for their students, depending on their cognitive psychology abilities. And how about you, Chika? Do you have experience about this?
I experienced this developmental psychology. I lost my father when I was 14 years old, At that moment, I felt very low. It's a feeling like having to continue on with life, only half a heart. There are many mornings filled with denial, disbelief, anger, and many, many tears. But I always remember that everything happens for a reason. I know that life must go on, but doesn't mean I forget it all. I just have to continue to live my life with those feelings.
I was a little moved when listening to your stories. You are so great for being strong enough to face the challenges in life. Over time, developmental psychology guides us in understanding how individuals grow, learn, and adapt to the world around them. It is not just about physical growth, but also cognitive, emotional, and social development. By understanding these processes, we can create an environment that supports the optimal growth and well-being of individuals. To conclude this podcast, I give you the quote of the day, which is developmental psychology teaches us that each phase of life has its own unique challenges and opportunities. In every second of growth, we discover the irreplaceable essence and magic of humanity. Thank you all for coming and sharing your knowledge and experience of this podcast. See you.